normally, and unless they are completely unafraid of any counter pushes, because what those 5 Marines, they themselves aren't strong enough to take down any Queens, but they are strong enough to take down any Zerglings which are getting map vision in order to hold a follow-up push. So if, for example, they started denying my map vision at 8 minutes 30, then I would be very worried about a follow-up Marine Marauder Hellion push that was coming at 9 minutes 30. So these Hellions are now trying to deny map vision, but this Hellion taking a lot of damage, going down to about 20 health, and the creep is remaining undenied. Although he really wants to stick around a lot closer to the creep, because he can't actually run in fast enough to kill the creep tumors if he's not just sitting there. Queen's now actually coming off creep, which is alright, and speed's about to finish, so he might even surprise Zerglings. No. He didn't get a good enough surround off. Cloak is actually now coming up on these Banshees, which could do incredibly well, because it allows the Queens to die, essentially. But unfortunately, he didn't run back his Banshee, so it ended up dying. Although 6 Hellions are now out and counting. 7, sorry, I can't count. And trying to counting. And this means he'll just be able to harass the 3rd, stop it from sending any drones down, until he has sufficient units, which it looks like will come in the form of these roaches. But now he's losing. Oof, just about he lost another Hellion, so he's back down to 6. But these 2 are going to come in to reinforce, try to get a surround with these Lings off. They're actually going to try and focus down the Queen, but a good transfuse comes down just as it has enough health, leaving Zerg with absolutely no map vision, apart from every single one of these creep tumors, which would have been lovely to have been scanned out. These 4 Queens now coming out to prevent any further harassment by the Hellions, which leaves just the 1 Queen in making these spawn larvae. And very intelligently, it was the low health one. So what they're actually now doing is xpOxy is floating over its 3rd command center, which was the aim to kind of get up while doing that push to force the Zerg to be on a similar economy, while now going for more upgrades, more kind of more tech, really. So he's getting out Marines, getting out Medivacs, getting out tanks, so that he can fully produce once he has this 3rd command center down. XpRallerbabs is actually saving up a lot of money so that he can make a lot of Mutalisks the moment that this Spire comes out, which is going to be in about 10 seconds. And the question is, how long will it be until xpOxy scouts it in order to make the turrets to stop himself from dying from the Mutalisks? It's actually going to be quite well timed, because this 3rd and this main are reasonably far apart, so it's going to be quite hard to defend them both at the same time. As the Zerglings are going to try and poke in to see if he's taking his 3rd. No, just going straight back up. As the creep is getting even further out with these 3 Queens all spreading creep simultaneously. 11 Mutalisks now on the way, and the plus attack is also coming out. As what's the saturation like? Slightly oversaturated on the main, but not too bad. As xpOxy scouts the 4th and scouts the Mutalisks, and what's he going to do? He makes turrets immediately. See that? It's not very good of the Zerg to use the Mutalisks defensively and then to show them, because what he wanted to do was show them the moment that they get right here. That's when you want to start using them, because right now he won't be able to do any damage whatsoever as these Mutalisks fly in, then fly straight out again. And similarly, if he tries to push in at the third, you'll see same again. No, he's going to take out one Marine, take out a small SCV chain before the Marines chase them out. So this is going to put down a small amount of harassment on the Terran, but not enough to actually do any real damage. So these Mutalisks are mainly inefficient. Although he's getting a lot of them. He's going to be up to 22, I think, in a sec. 21. Which will slowly allow him to just one-shot these missile turrets, which is actually what he wants. But he will never be able to fully harass until he has about 40 in order to take down this many Marines efficiently. But he now has +1 attack. He's not actually going for the +2. And the bases are now completely, or getting completely saturated, as the Terra now moves out on +1/+1 with 2/2 and the 1 mech getting very nearly started. A small amount of ground Bailey's actually coming around the back, getting incredibly good detonations on the Marines, but it doesn't matter because he's got so much stuff, and the Terrans managed to take out quite a few in time. The Terran's actually now making 3 tanks at a single time, which he shouldn't be able to do, but he's got enough production to do so that it doesn't matter, so that he knew that he could afford to kill every single one of those tanks. It wouldn't matter too much so long as they traded efficiently. So he's now moving out just onto the map to try and deny any further Zerg armies from actually being able to do any real damage. What the Zerg wants to do now is actually push back, as the Terran now killed every single one of these Zerglings before turning on the Mutalisks and started stepping forwards, killing pretty much every single one of them. Only 3 of them left, as the Zerg now makes 30 Zerglings as he can't cope, and GG's out. Incredibly strong timing push by the Zerg. And what he needed was to wait